What is up, YouTube? We are unloading some of the crap out of the van. Got too much stuff. Here's kind of where we're at. I ran into a bunch of stuff. I've been way too busy at work. Tons and tons and tons of jobs came into the shop, so I've been moving stuff around, playing Tetris with customer work that I can't actually fit in my shop, but I'm not gonna say no, because that's just foolish. People want to pay me money to do stuff, I'll get it done eventually. It's just a matter of how long is it going to take. So here's kind of where we're at. My buddy with that, hold on, smudge on there. My buddy with the FXR, with that FXR-P fairing, it's sitting in the back corner of my garage, just taking up space right now. This bike, total back burner. He has a bunch of customer stuff, stupid carb things, and hey, this bike hasn't run in 10, 20 years. I just bought an Evo, let's get it running. He wants me to take over all of that. I want to. I'm busy enough on my own. But that presented itself to me, so he's looking to kind of send a bunch of stuff my way. Hence, the bottom of the truck, all the crap I just ripped out of the van. Got air cleaner, excuse me, air cleaner assembly for this FXR-P. Got an S&S on it, along with an S&S cleaner and all the choke and all the other crap. My least favorite carb to work on. They're super simple, they're not complicated, they're not difficult to use, but it's not my favorite. I think there's way better carbs, unless you're trying to, you know, just drag race and wide open throttle them. I got a free butterfly and Evo intake in the mix of stuff from him as well. What else did we get here? And the newest one off of one of his personal bikes, he's got this S&S Carb, S&S intake, all polished, super nice and fancy, but he wants to run the Ultima S&S knockoff. So Ultima's version of an S&S, but this one does have the Thunderjet right there. Where is it? Right there. This big tube, sorry, one-handing, two-handed things. This one right here, the adjustable Thunderjet. So I gotta take this carburetor, pull it apart, drop the bowl, just go through it, make sure all of the jets are clean, and this carb that was working perfectly fine before, go through this one. So I'm gonna yank them both, pull the intake off and all of the other crap, but this Ultima carb is going to go onto this assembly. Should bolt right up. I don't think I'm gonna have too many issues on that end. Evo motor, still gotta start turning into this. I just don't know when I'm gonna have time. I told myself I will not start on the Evo until I get this transmission back together. So this has been apart and sitting. I got all the bolts and parts and stuff sitting in the oil pan tray. So it's gonna be a really dirty, crusty transmission, except for the oil pan. That'll be nice and freshly coated. But with all the little check balls and stuff that I still got sitting out here, you can see the orange one, but you can't see the black ones. I got all the check balls, all of the valving for that transmission sitting on the bench. I don't want to take on another disassemble project until this is done. I just haven't had time as much as I want to. I want to stay motivated. I want to come out here and work all night. I can't. I'm up at the shop at 6, 7 o'clock every day, grinding away, and then by the time I get home, a couple beers in, eat some dinner, I just want to go to bed and then wake up and start all over again. So I have been dragging. I apologize for that one. Quick little update video of all the stupid stuff that's going on right now. I haven't touched any of the bike things that I want to do. I haven't been able to play with the van. I haven't been able to play on any of my own stuff because we've been so busy at the shop. And at the end of the day, that's gonna fund all of the other stuff I want to do, even if I gotta postpone it. So right now it's the busiest we've ever been. No complaints there. I'm not afraid of work. I'd rather take it all in. Relationship side, she's not so happy that I keep taking more stuff in that we don't have time to even think about. But this is what pays the bills. This is what I want. This is what I signed up for, right? Own your own business. Do it this way. This is what you get. So quick little update. I know it's not really a good one. There's nothing super fun content-wise. I just figured I'd go over kind of where we left off. Let me turn my lights on. Evo motor needs to get ripped apart. I gotta flip-flop these carbs. I don't want to be doing any of these little ones, but I would much rather do some carb work than have an entire bike here. FXRP fairing. I'm just gonna call it the FXRP from now on. That's what you guys are stuck with. I do think I need to order some parts for this, so I gotta measure up some cables. I tried laying it out, I couldn't get it to lay out proper. If I go underneath the tank, it might actually work, but it's cutting it kind of close. And then blow some of the dust off and get this thing, you know, relatively back together. You know, he wants me to finish it. I don't want to mess around with the fairings. Like, I have no interest in doing anything with fairing mounts or anything like that. Mechanically, I'll go through it and give it a once over. I enjoy that part, but once you get into the fairing mounts and the miscellaneous crap, I lose interest. We got the XLCH back. Tank has to go back on, and then I'm gonna keep ripping this just back and forth to the shop, get that all dialed in. That's ready to go up for sale, because this one and that blue Sporty over here, I want to get rid of those and buy a boat. Why not? Something else I can blow a bunch of money on. But we live 5 minutes from the chain of lakes. There's a ton of stuff to do for boating activities. That's kind of where my head's at. So if I flip 2 bikes, it should give me a little bit more up front to buy a boat. I'm also at the worst possible time to do that. But that's kind of on the game plan, or on the radar, if you will. Nothing fancy. I want to do an old 70s hot rod boat, preferably with a Ford motor. But the practical part of me, if I can get a pontoon that goes 20 miles an hour on the chain, we are good with that. A quick little update of the gigantic mess in my garage. Nothing overtly fun. Been so busy. I gotta talk to my buddies that are storing my Bagger too. I think I might actually run my Falcon over there. I got the new control arms sitting in a box over there. I'm gonna talk to them and see if I can just drop the whole car off, let them mess around with that while I'm trying to unbury myself from all the work that I've taken in the last couple of weeks. I trust them. I don't really care. I mean, the suspension stuff doesn't interest me. It needs to be done. I have no problem doing it. It's just if they can sneak it up on their lift, because my lift will be inaccessible for a couple weeks now. If I can give that to them, they can go through it, and I'll just pick it up. And if I gotta wait on welding up some of the frame rail repairs that I need to do before it goes to the alignment shop, that's fine. But right now, I fixed it and made it undrivable. So that is the end of this video. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, all those fun things. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you guys on the next one. Cheers.